Welcome back to the Culture Shock. Today we're going to talk about finding wisdom. Okay, in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 13, it says, "Joyful are those who find wisdom." We got to think about that because when we learn something new every day or every week, we are more joyful. Think about your child when they learned cursive, or your nieces and nephews like I do. I remember when my niece first learned cursive, she was writing everything underneath the sun, my name, her parents' name, because we are learning something we don't know. And that's why we should constantly keep learning every day. Whether it's cooking foods we never cooked before, that's one of my big things. I'm always trying to learn how to cook something I never had. When I first went on YouTube, I was trying to find out how to go on YouTube. Never knew what to do, how to record, because I'm visually blind, so it's harder for me. I can't just watch a dictatorial and just easily start a YouTube channel. It took me a while. I had to learn how to do stuff on my, like, when I went blind again. But when I did, I was more joyful. Like, I learned to go through the Bible on my phone. Once I learned that, I was joyful. So we should constantly learn something every day. I'm always learning on how to do something, watching YouTube channels. I didn't know back in the day that Netflix had an audio description, but my sister told me about it and it made life a lot better. Now I'm watching Cobra Kai, which is an awesome show, but it shows you all the little, or sometimes it tells you the little things that people are doing, whether they're making a facial expression. So that's one thing I learned. I even learned how to use a smartphone. My sister gave me an old phone that one of her kids had, and it took me a while to learn because I'm not really a person that's really tech savvy. But I learned and I was joyful. The more I learned, it seems like the more joyful I was. Whether it's playing drums. As a blind person, it's very hard to learn how to play drums. And I just felt like giving up every day until I started learning. But the more I kept going, the more joyful I got. I remember I didn't think I would ever preach a church service or help out with the church in any way because I thought I'm blind, I can't do anything. But that was holding me back. What I needed to do is say, how can I learn to do what I love to do? So we can constantly learn something and become more joyful instead of miserable, and pick things that are more beneficial to your life. Don't try to learn useless things that won't benefit your life or benefit you or your family, because you'll get angry at it and you'll just quit. Like, I would not do like model cars or arts and crafts because for me it doesn't benefit me in any way. But others, it's a hobby. They enjoy it. But for me, it's not. It wouldn't be a hobby. I like weightlifting. I like doing stuff like that. That maybe be a little bit more intense. But I like things that are beneficial to me, like my health. But you gotta find something that benefits you and that you'll enjoy, that you like, instead of people taking people's hobbies and trying to make it your own and you getting miserable and you're not learning nothing from it and you're just getting more miserable. So we gotta find things that we learn that are beneficial to you, taking wisdom. Maybe you never learned to budget. Maybe you can start working on that now. Maybe you can learn that and that will be beneficial. Maybe you can cook steak outside, outdoor grill, and you can learn that. Women are always learning how to work out. A lot of them, maybe they never worked out before, but they're starting to work out. And they enjoy it, they love it. And that helps them with their wisdom because they know what to do next time. Like if they got pregnant, they can get back in shape. That's wisdom. They're picking up stuff that they never done. Your kids do it all the time. Like I said, my niece, when she learned to do cursive years ago, she was so happy that she was writing everything. That's why I think schools are beneficial in some ways because they're always constantly learning something, whether it's math. I was always excited to learn something in math, but that's just me. Yours might be English or history. But whatever it is, keep on learning, keep on growing mentally, maybe spiritually. I when I first got saved, I remember reading the Bible. It was bland to me, but when my friend told me to start from the Gospels and work to Revelations and then start from Genesis all the way to Malachi, the Bible opened up. So I learned a new way to go through the Bible to me. Other people might have done it, but that was new and that was wisdom I needed. And there's a lot of things that your parents may teach you. And you learn it and you're more joyful. I had a mentor, a spiritual mentor, who taught me some life applications like to save money. And I think I did in a recent video when he was in the hospital for a few months or maybe a month. And he had to stop working for a few months. And he had emergency savings for that time. So what I learned from that was I gotta save money in case emergencies happen like that. So we gotta constantly just keep on learning, making ourselves the wisest person we can be. Not the wisest person in the world, but the wisest person we can be. So keep on learning, keep on growing in any way that can help your life, to help you be a more joyful person, as the scripture says. You don't have to be a Christian to be blessed by this scripture. You can just learn it and grow from it. And hopefully someday you become a Christian. But if not, then just keep on learning, keep on growing. And that's what we need in this world. So everybody, I hope this video was helpful. It's just a basic life lesson that we got to keep on learning. But that brings joy to our life, makes us joyful. So everybody, if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment on what you're learning or what you want to learn. So this is MR3 and this is the Culture Shock. Everybody keep on learning, keep on growing.